Hi, this is Thalia MK, and I am at Education 2.0 Conference Dubai at Winter 2022. And I have with me Mr. Diego Núñez Fernández-Shaw. He is a head teacher and partner at Limitless Minds International College, and he was awarded for outstanding leadership. First of all, congratulations. And I was just telling him, when you talk about head teacher, it's kind of like a happy teacher who is there to solve all your problems. Please tell us about your work and your college students.
Well, happy to be here. I am proud to be honored to get this award. I work as a head teacher in an international school, so I'm the teacher that is responsible for the other teachers in school. We try to make it a happy environment. We have like a lot of unique things that we're going to discuss later. So yeah, I work in the field of education, have been working extensively there, and I'm really honored to be part of this conference.
Amazing. So a lot of things that we'll be asking, but how does your school manage to offer 50 subjects? This is like a vast and extremely limitless for, like, as the word indicates.
Yeah, so what we basically noticed is that students need to be motivated, and in order to be motivated, they need to basically choose the subjects they want freely. So what we notice in our school and in other schools is that students are restricted to only having like 8-10 subjects. Yes. So students tell themselves, hey, what happens if out of these 10 subjects you offer, none of them motivate me? So my idea of creating this school is saying, hey, students are totally unique. If we only offer 10 choices, there's going to be a lot of people that are not going to find what they're good at. So as long as those subjects are official and are worth it, because that's the idea of a school, to get an education that is worth it, as long as they're worth it, we need to offer them. So we have the 50 subjects that are official offered, and we break them into groups and departments in school, and we make sure that there's an expert that teaches each of them. And the cool thing about this is most teachers teach multiple subjects, so they can cover everything. And if you basically think on those 50 subjects, students like at the end of the school choose 3 or 4. The amount of combinations that you can do of 4 subjects with these 50 choices is around 50,000. So there's 50,000 different curriculums you can choose. Wow. In order to go to university.
Amazing. But see, as your college is providing these details, as in a traditional colleges all around the world, they don't have this opportunity. Are they able to accept the students after they are done with the college to, like, for example, somebody wants to move in Middle East and work here? Are those subjects accepted by the government over here?
Yeah, the first thing we have decided, and this is something that for me was really relevant, is we need to offer subjects that are internationally accepted. So all the subjects, the 50, are official subjects from international British system. So that means that you can have those subjects being studied, and you can go into university or into any school in any place in the world, because we can only choose from those things that are official and valid, because if not, there would be extracurricular activities which also have their validation, and you can do also coursework, things like this, but we will not be talking about the fundamental core of what the school is.
Oh, amazing. So how can you maintain the student motivation and success through the academic years?
Yeah, so motivation and success is really complex. It's a really complex thing, but what we have tried to do in our school is students that are motivated will want to go to school. So especially when you work with special needs and with students that have difficulties, keeping the motivation high is basically based on 3 things. It's based on, 1, having a huge amount of subjects to offer, so they are motivated by doing things that they like. The second thing that is for me important and relevant is you need to have a good team of psychologists. Why? Because it doesn't matter how strong a student is, from time to time they're going to fall down. And you need to have someone that picks them up, and this is part of life. And the third thing is to have a really great team. And I'm really fortunate to have a school where I have like a good head teacher, a good head of department, good team. And when you have professionals that are passionate about helping students that have difficulties, things tend to be easier. And we try to keep students engaged around the whole academic year. And the last thing I can tell you is that we have a really good individualized program for every student. So students have an initial plan when they come to school, and we project that plan in 4 years. So they're not like improvising every year. They get a new tutor and you do not know him. So you're trying to have a plan, and we try to fulfill the plan. And the last thing that I would say is we try to listen to them. I know it sounds weird, but sometimes if you listen to the student, what they really want to do in the future, sometimes you can give them what they really need.
So if, for an example, as a student, I'm coming here to you, and I don't know what I want to do. Like there are students who will not, even if you are offering 50 subjects, you're offering thousands of opportunities.
Yeah.
I don't know how to start, where to start. How do you help them to look for that passion?
Okay. Then let me ask you a question back. Okay. Imagine, did you know when you were little what you wanted to do in the future?
I wanted to be a psychologist.
But did you know? Okay. You know how the way people find what they like? By trying. And the way you try is by experiencing things. If you have only 8 choices, the chances that you find something that you like are less. When you have 50,000 combinations, what I do in my school is it's difficult for a student not to be engaged with something. Easy. What I do here is when I have a new student in the school, we get a really individualized interview. And then I ask him a question. What makes you happy in the morning? They say video games. Okay, then I give you video game subjects. It gives you arts, then you have a full arts curriculum. It's all about giving official subjects that are close to your intentions. What happens is schools that are traditional are really restricted to 8 options. So either you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, you're a psychologist, or you're this and this and this. And if you do not match, what happens is you get lost. So you end up studying things that do not motivate you. And one of the core values that the school has is that each student is gifted and talented, and that you need to empower what they are good at, because nobody likes being told, hey, you're bad at this, keep doing it, keep doing it. No. Finish your secondary education, with the content that is compulsory, and when you're allowed freedom to choose your further education, you need to do what you're happy at and what you're good at. And that you need to promote. You're a good artist, let's give you more art hours per week. And let's try to give it in a way where it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so you get the best experience from this.
So your idea of school is not the conventional or traditional way where kids are crying to go to the school, that they don't want to go to the school. Tell us, if this is such a successful system, as you are already receiving a leadership award for it, are you planning to give this education system or opening a school for students over here or anywhere around the world?
Yeah, what we're basically doing right now is the school is already proven that it's working and it's effective. Now what we're trying to do is consolidate the system, so when we open on different countries and on different places with the same concept of core of idea, it can be given access to more students. And the idea is you need to be aware that 20%, 30% of students are thinking on going homeschooling right now. After COVID, lots of students have thought about the idea of not going back to school, and bullying and cyberbullying are out of the roof. So my question is, why would you go to a school you're not happy to? And if you are not going to go, then how do you do your education? And unless we want to change everyone to basically studying on YouTube, we need to do a different way. So schools need to adapt to what the reality is. And the reality is that students demand a school that is more flexible and adapts to their requirements. And this is already a trend also in higher education is, hey, I want to study these subjects in university, not the subjects you're proposing me. Give me a selection and I'll choose what I think is going to be good for me.
Thank you so much for your time, and this is really innovative way, because I'm listening to you. I really want to redo my schooling hours so that I can study what I really wanted, were not the traditional subjects, maths and stuff we were assigned to do. And I hope, because see, this changes is very important as we are innovating in so many aspects of life, social media and everything. You need to know that students and kids, everybody have their own speciality, and I hope that you open a school over here for the students here and online as well. Before you go, as you were at the Education 2.0 conference, and there were so many other conferences like marketing, internet, and etc. How was your learning experience of networking was?
Well, I'm really proud to say that I have met a couple of people here that were really interesting, that had high-level profiles, and that it allowed me to see education in a different way and to learn from them in a way that I think was formative and collaborative. And I do really think that this is the way to go forward, to share the knowledge and to share good practices with other colleagues.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And if anybody wants to collaborate with you or get in contact with you, how can they do that?
Well, the easiest way is to search me through LinkedIn, where I have my profile, and they can also search me in Google, and they can easily find my phone and my email there.
Perfect. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you. As I was talking to everybody that we believe that shelter, food, water are the basic necessities. We need to understand education and health are as biggest necessity as possible. If we try to implement things which we learned like 50 years or 100 years back, we are not growing. We are just going backwards. So thank you for the new system. And I believe that the kids are looking forward to go to school and jumping and being happy to go to school with such system. And this is Talia MK signing off.